So this airs the next night. You know what else aired this night?
What?
The first ever episode of The Osbournes on MTV.
Really?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was
Did
a
you
big
watch
deal
that?
at the time. I don't think I watched it like when it aired, but like I definitely like got into it
Binged it
pretty
afterward?
fast. Yeah, no, no. I think I saw it like in a rerun that weekend or something, and then I started watching it regularly.
Wow.
I loved the Osbournes. That was such a huge deal at the time. Um, Big album release this day for me. Sha Ben Queller's debut album. Love
Wow.
that. Still listen to it to this day.
He was a what was it when we talked about a queller?
Oh, Queller
We
demon.
played him. We played him on an
Oh,
outro one episode because there was like a
I think it
queller
was listening
demon.
to Fear. That one. That one.
Yeah. He was an outro one week.
That's fun. All right, and yeah, let's get into the episode. This was weirdly nominated for 3 Emmys. This episode
Whoa, that's cool.
in the technical categories, it lost all three. Best hair, it was nominated. Hairstyling, it lost to Star Trek Enterprise. Best non-prosthetic makeup for, I guess, non-demony shit. That lost to CSI, and prosthetic makeup. It lost to 6 Feet Under. They had to show
Wow,
dead people a lot. Um,
that's pretty cool.
yeah, there you go. This episode's written by Rebecca Rand Kirshner. It's her second episode of the season. She did Tabula Rasa previously. And David Solomon, who's a regular director at this point, directed it. Let's hear your thoughts on Hell's Bells.
Well, starts out Buffy and Willow. They're really scared. They're like, "Oh my god, what is that?" But it turns out they're just looking at their bridesmaids' dresses. Very funny.
Yeah, a classic Buffy sleight of hand.
Yeah, it's great. They're green. I didn't like them much either.
They're disgusting.
Yeah, but whatever. It's Anya's vision. I support it. Anya comes in. She's like, "They're so beautiful." Um, then we cut to it's a lot of this just like getting ready stuff. So Xander, cut to Xander. Xander's like in the living room chilling out with his family. He like walks by. I love all of these people. I love Croven. He was awesome. I guess he was. I thought he was Anya's cousin. I don't know if I got that right.
Yeah, I don't know. But it looks like he might hook up with cousin Carol.
Cousin Carol. Yeah, she's like, I have a kid, but I hope he doesn't care about that much. I can't be picky. Oh, that was hilarious. But yeah, Uncle Rory we meet. He's trying to make Irish coffee. Don't know what that's all about. Xander's parents come in. I love
You don't know what
them.
Irish coffee is?
No, what's that?
It's just coffee with whiskey in it.
Oh shit, that's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Do you
Uncle Rory. Very exciting to meet Uncle Rory for the first time. I popped very hard when he was explaining taxidermy to that girl because we'd been told previously that he's into taxidermy.
Oh, I forgot about that. That went over my head. Do you like Xander's parents though? I thought they were very fun, very specific.
Yeah, I mean his dad is like it's really brutal. It's pretty much how we've been led to believe they are. I
Yeah,
mean, we've never met them before, but we've been told plenty about them, and it's totally how Xander portrays them. You could imagine. I mean, like when I rewatch the show now, and like Xander tells little anecdotes about his parents, I picture these actors, and it works completely. Um, yeah, they're both good TV journeyman actors. Xander's mom, of course, was originally the female lead on Seinfeld.
seriously.
Yeah, you'll recall that in the first episode of Seinfeld, they set up this like waitress at the diner that's supposed to be like the main female on Seinfeld, and then they realized it wasn't a strong enough character, and in episode 2 they introduced Elaine.
Holy shit, this is her. That's pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
she's got like one of the all-time like Do Gray Scott was supposed to be Wolverine. Uh, you know,
What
just
that?
missed stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she was
Why
gonna be the lead in Seinfeld.
and they realized like the character's not good enough. Instead of like beefing the character up, they just ditched her and brought in Elaine.
Yeah,
That sucks.
they were like, we could use a stronger female lead, and so they were like, what if like Jerry had an ex who he's still friends with?
They could just have a line in the next movie or in the next episode, like, "Well, we did date once." Like they could just drop something dumb like that.
Yeah, but I mean, could you blame them
Of
for
course
getting
not.
Julia Louis Dreyfus?
But that's a crazy decision to just abandon her after one
I know.
episode.
I know. She's only in that pilot.
But that's cool. And dad from anything cool?
Just tons of TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
been around forever.
And then we see this invisible man turn visible and walk off, and then the credits come on. And we're like, what the
Right.
fuck is that guy? Turns out it's Xander, but it's not Xander, turns out. So I love this where Buffy's
I
helping
knew he
Xander.
wasn't Xander when he pronounced Anya weird.
He did pronounce Anya a little weird. I noticed that too.
But you can't marry Anya.
Xander is getting help with his talks by Buffy, and Buffy had said something cute. She's like, "You and Anya, you give me hope." But then they break up at the end. So, by the way, can you tie a bow tie? I don't know. I can't. I couldn't tie a bow tie.
I don't know if I could tie a tie.
Yeah, but a bow tie. That's very cool.
Is it very different?
I assume so. Yeah. You can probably just watch a YouTube video and figure it out. But Buffy just knows how to do it, I guess. I don't know. And we talk about his best man, whom we learn is a she. Buffy says here in this moment. Is that Willow? Willow's the best man?
Willow, yeah, Willow's best man.
Yeah. I love
I was
Anya.
best man at my sister's wedding.
Really?
I was like man of honor or whatever.
I was that when my dad got remarried to my stepmom. I hated it because I hated my stepmom, or I hate my
Yeah,
stepmom to this day.
fair enough.
And then so we go into the church. Dawn is there, like flirting with this guy. It might happen later. I don't know. And then there's like this. We get some gifts. One of them has a creature in it, like this animal. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Halfrek shows up. Clem is here.
Yeah, Clem. Clem's always around now.
Yeah, he's there. And Spike shows up with this slut. They say it, not me. I don't think they say slut. I think they say skank. But and then we see the invisible guy sort of like in the background hanging around.
Right.
And
He's about.
weird moment here where Buffy finally gets Xander dressed, and Xander's like, "Well, we still have 15 minutes at Buffy if you want to get lucky." What is that? What is that moment?
I don't know. It is a weird moment. I thought so too. But I remember I read the script of this episode.
Yeah.
Like around the time this episode came out, the script leaked on the internet. And I always remember that there's a line that I don't think they even filmed. Like it's not in a deleted scene or anything, but it was in the original script where during that scene, Buffy says to Xander, "Guess I really missed my chance with you."
What a weird thing to say.
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad they cut that out.
What the fuck? Yeah. Willow does some stuff too. Like, good thing I'm gay, or else like we'd be getting it on right now.
Yeah, because them in formal wear back on Homecoming.
Very funny. This reminded me of American Wedding, obviously, seeing Allison Hannigan dressed up for the wedding.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Like American Wedding.
Good job.
But she's the bride in that one, I guess. So Xander like goes out to mingle with everybody, like in the church or whatever. And that invisible man walks up to him and says, "You can't marry Anya," or whatever he called her, whatever he said. And then he's like, "I'm you from the future," and he has this orb, and Xander follows him into another room, and he looks into the orb, and it's like Xander like watching football, like, "Honey, get me another beer." And she like comes in like, "I have to go to work because you like have so much damage to your body fighting demons all those years with Buffy, and Buffy's dead too at this point."
Yeah.
And
he goes like, "Buffy needed me," and she's like, well, "Clearly not. Buffy's dead."
Yeah, terrible. It sucked.
Yeah.
And we like go to Xander's just drunk at a restaurant. They haven't touched each other in 20 years. Cause this is when it happens. Cause like he says like she's like, "You couldn't handle the death of Buffy" or something. It's like, what the hell?
The daughter had weird ears, and she said,
Right.
"I know you're not my dad. I hate you." I thought she was pretty cute. And she also says like the ears were like Clem ears. I was wondering if Anya cheated with Clem.
No, Clem's are like floppy. These seem more pointy.
These were pretty floppy. I think she was doing them up a little bit, because she's like a teen trying to look normal.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It was it's not.
Yeah.
Such an odd sequence.
And then Xander comes at Anya with a frying pan at the end of it all. And
Yeah,
it ends.
there's some pretty brutal moments. Like Xander, I think Nicholas Brendan is actually good in this sequence because
They
he
both are
comes
great.
across like a fucking scary weirdo. Like the moment where like she leaves at the first sequence and he says like, I hate you and your stupid pink car.
Yeah, I hope you get in a wreck, he said. I hope you
Yeah, I hope
crash.
you crash your stupid pink car. It's fucked up.
It is fucked up. Yeah, totally. That's why he decides not to marry her because he realizes. Um, so
But
he
it's
runs
weird.
off. I know it's all fake, but
Xander would never treat her like that.
he had it in his mind, and then he had the afternoon to think about it, and it just scared him too much.
I know, but it's so much of it is projection looking at his parents, and I just know that he would not turn into that.
People say you turn into your mom or you turn into your dad. People, that's the
I'm
thing.
doing my best not to.
Maybe you would be if you had a family though, and like those type of responsibilities like that.
Maybe if I was a dad,
You're
yeah.
just the alternate version, the
Mm.
Bizarro, your father, whatever his name is. I was gonna call him
Steven,
your Bizarro Steven.
like the name that Holtz wanted to give Connor.
That's true. And isn't Holtz's name Daniel?
Yeah.
Daniel, and his son is Steven. That's pretty crazy.
Wow, it's a reverse.
It is reverse. It's Bizarro, yeah.
Honestly, never thought about that before in my life. That's very
Me either, obviously.
Yeah.
Right now. So Buffy is like, Buffy talks to Spike. Spike's like, "You like my date? Does she make you jealous?" And Buffy admits, like, "Yeah, she does make me a little jealous."
And Spike is like, cool, that was the whole point. I guess I'll leave.
Yeah, but he still like is gonna take her back to his place. I think, right?
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah, why not? You don't like me anymore. You told me so. What do we
Yeah,
care?
still gotta get this dick wet.
Yeah. All right. So we go to Willow walks in on Xander. Like Xander, it's so funny. Xander's like pacing back and forth. I think you have to know immediately that something's not good there.
Yeah,
And this is when she says like, "We're both in formal wear. Good thing I'm gay." Then he leaves in the next scene. But we see Anya working on her vows. Very funny. She calls herself a sex poodle. I'll be your sex poodle. Pretty funny.
I read that was included in the script because that was something Jane Espenson calls herself.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Rebecca Rand Kirshner heard Jane Espenson refer to herself as a sex poodle and then put it in the script.
Beautiful. I bet she popped hard when she saw that episode.
Yeah, yeah,
read
for
the script
sure.
for the first time. Like, oh my god, Rebecca, I love you. So Buffy's gonna go check in on Anya and them, but Willow like catches her right before she goes in and is like, "Xander's gone. Xander disappeared." So we all go look for Xander, and Buffy comes up with a great line here. She's like, "Oh, the minister left. He had to go perform an emergency C-section." And they're like, "What? Emergency C-section?"
He's a
Very
doctor
funny.
too.
Yeah,
he's a minotaur, not to be confused with a minotaur.
Oh, Buffy, she crushes it there. So good.
What a week for Sarah Michelle Gellar. She gets to juggle.
Yeah, and she gets to like take the week off a little bit. There's not a lot of her, but her stuff is so good. Like,
yeah,
it's
She's just having
100%
fun.
Yeah, and we go out. We talked to some wedding guests. I don't know. I like cousin Carol's daughter. She's like, "I'm bored," and she's like, "This is a wedding. We're all bored."
There's
like
so much
moment.
going on. Rory's like flirting with, or like, yeah, he's like being weird with like a caterer.
I feel like Dad was too. Dad is like drunk, like flirting with everybody.
Dad hits on Buffy like pretty hard.
No, totally, absolutely. And Croven helps Buffy juggle some lemons.
Yeah.
I don't know. We get a big fight. Everyone starts fighting each other. And then Anya goes up to the Invisible Man. She hears that Xander escaped with that guy into that room earlier. So she's like, "Hey, what happened? Why'd you go off with Xander?" And he tells her, like, "I'm your ex, Stuart Burns," he says, "from 1914. And you fucked me up. So now I'm getting my revenge."
It's not her ex. It's just like a dude who
bad,
she performed a vengeance spell on.
Yeah, he's a victim of her, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, so now he's getting his revenge. And so Buffy fights him.
Yeah. She does that thing like back in Flooded where she like rips her dress so she can kick.
Yeah, that's my favorite move. Yeah, that shit's cool as hell. And Xander, does Xander kill him? And
Yeah, I
everyone
think
like,
Xander gets the final blow.
yeah, and everyone like cheers for Xander. And then Anya's like, oh, good. Now we can go ahead and get married. That's awesome. But no, Xander says we still can't because I still have fears and whatnot. I don't know. But I thought this was a really weird moment. Anya still walks down the aisle and they play the music and stuff like it's still happening.
Yeah.
Why does that happen? Why does she not tell everybody? Like, oh, no, it's not actually not happening. That was weird. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
she's walking up to do that, I think.
But why does she enjoy the moment of like walking down the aisle by
She
herself?
doesn't enjoy it. It's horrible.
But why does she do it? I mean,
She's what that's how she's getting to the front of the room. All
can
right.
she not raise her hand and say like, cut the music? This is weird.
She's in shock. Her fiance just left.
All right. Uh, we go home. Everybody goes home, and Buffy and Willow and Dawn, they're all like, "Oh, I can't think about Anya too much, or I'll get sad." Xander got a motel room. The guy's like, "Checkout's at 11. The TV doesn't work.
Yeah,
Whatever."
that's about it.
That's about it. And Anya sitting on a bench talking to DeHoffrin. DeHoffrin's like, Anya, don't you think you had
A
enough fun?
bench. You made up the bench part. I
I
don't
made
think
up
we
that.
see what she's sitting on.
All right, whatever. Well, he might call her Anyanka, actually. He's like,
Yeah.
Anyanka, don't you think you've had enough fun over here, like being human? Isn't it time for you to answer your calling again, be a vengeance demon? And she like looks at him like, maybe you're right. I don't know. And that's where the
I like
episode
the way that
ends.
scene is shot, just like on a black background.
Yeah, that's why I thought she was at night on a bench.
No, I think the suggestion is that she's in like demon limbo, like vengeance demon world or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't
Um,
very black. It was just all black.
but a couple things you missed.
Yeah.
Well, just one thing really. It's and I never really noticed it until this time, but there's one part where she's doing charades with the guests.
Who is? Buffy?
Buffy.
Okay.
They're doing charades when she's like trying to stall for time,
Right.
and she does a move where she puts like horns on her head, and the guests are all guessing and shit, and someone yells out the Deathwalk clan.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
Lauren's
Lauren
crew.
reference. Yeah.
That's pretty awful. I love that.
Yeah. And yeah, and I wanted to also say that the dude who plays Uncle Rory's really good. He was a good TV actor around this time. Passed away just a couple of years after this episode. But I always remember him as Ellen's dad from Ellen DeGeneres' sitcom.
Shit.
Yeah.
Did she have a few sitcoms?
She had two.
Okay.
But
What's
one
better?
of them in like 5 or 6 years, and one of them got canceled after one season.
Oh, okay. That's wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Pretty legendary actors in this episode, if you ask me.
Yeah, what a cast.
Yeah, I will go 4.
Okay, really? I go
Yeah.
3.
Why? Why are you such down on this episode? It's a good
It's
episode. We meet all the
always
family.
I know I like all the little bits, but it's always annoyed me. I don't really think it's in character that Xander leaves here. I don't. I've always felt that way, and I continue to feel that way. And I kind of think the old man sucks.
As an actor?
I never buy that he's Xander for even a second.
Well,
And
the Anya line is so bad when
yeah,
he says her
Anya.
name. Yeah, I don't think he said it exactly. He said it like interesting, but it wasn't. It wasn't normal. It wasn't Anya. It was like
Yeah.
it was weird. I can't even remember how he said it.
It was Anya. It was exactly how you said it.
But you can't marry Anya.
Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's gonna be my LVP. But I thought he was good enough. I thought he was good enough.
I didn't really. I remember watching this episode at the time and being like really looking forward to like the Xander Anya wedding episode, and I I continue to think that there was a better way to do this. I don't
Yeah,
need it to
I
have a
agree.
happy ending, but I think the ending they came up with is kind of poor.
Yeah, Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But I'll take it for what it is, and I'll give it a 4. But my MVP, I'm gonna go with Xander. Anya's second place.
Mm, okay.
What about you?
Oh, MVP. I don't know.
You
Uncle
don't know?
Rory.
Okay, I like that.
And LVP, the old man. But fucking, where do you have it ranked?
I didn't rank it yet. I think what I'm gonna do is go between but like 74 of 116 between What's My Line 1 and Pangs.
Okay. Where do I have flooded? I referenced that earlier, and I think I might like this episode like a little bit more than that.
90.
All
Ahead
right.
of it is All the Way. Wrecked, Gone, Goodbye
God,
Iowa,
wow, it's almost season 6 episodes in a row.
then Older and
Wrecked,
Far Away,
gone.
Goodbye Iowa,
Do I
Older
like
and
this
Far
more than
Away,
those? I don't like it as much as older and far away. Um, what's under Goodbye Iowa?
Gone,
What's under that?
Wrecked, All the
What's under
Way.
that? Yeah, you could put between wrecked and all the way.
Okay. So you're gonna have it at 89, and I'm gonna have it at 74. I think
Yeah,
that
that
makes a
makes
lot more
sense.
sense than the Angel one having them 20 episodes apart. I still can't believe that. But anyway, I I thought it was a good week. Really good week. I guess you were more down on it than me, but you loved Angel
I
more than me.
I
So
love yeah, I'm just the reverse of you. Like I love Angel this week and I think Buffy's just okay. Whereas next week, I think they're both great.
wow. And next week is after the big break. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, they come back after a break. It's gonna be Buffy first.
Good.
Why don't you do the Patreon first though before I do
Okay,
that?
Josh, we'll go to Angel first. He says, I can't believe Angel was just joking around at the end of the last episode. I thought he was seriously and jealous due to some foretold turn or something. Or was it the Connor blood talking? I still don't understand
It
the
was
end of
the
that episode.
Connor blood. He's just sort of in a weird mood.
Yeah, that was so weird. If so, Dan faked us out. Yeah, I think because you didn't understand he was talking about Connor. Like, we have a snack, meaning Connor. You were either confused by that or faking us out.
Uh, I
Uh,
think I was confused by it, and then when I realized what was happening, I was faking you out. So a little both.
He says, also, if there's one thing I know from watching Angel, it's that people are dog shit at translating ancient prophecies. I bet this is a real Shanshu translation. It's probably like the
Mm,
father will kill and or protect the son. Oh my goodness.
holy shit!
Or like Holtz, who is the father, is responsible for the killing of Wesley, who is
Mm,
the son.
oh my god!
Or the good Lord himself will kill the son, S-U-N. Wow. There's because there's going to be an eclipse or something. Good episode. Wow, Josh, really reading between the lines there. I love that.
Josh is more right than he. I mean, like, there's so much about that.
Come
That
on, now you're just spoiling stuff.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I swear. There's like weird shit like that he's joking about that he's not even wrong about. It's crazy.
I love that. I feel
Yeah,
like Josh always has like at least one thing where like I didn't even think about, like I didn't even come close to thinking about,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's it there. And then on the Buffy side, he says fun ep, lots of good stuff with couples on the outs. Buffy, Spike, Willow, Tara, and of course Willow and Tara had some cute moments we didn't talk
That's
about
true. Yeah,
when they were
they're
like
getting
tying up
closer again.
Anya's dress, like looking at each other. Willow, Tara, and of course the happy couple. Too bad Xander's still being a wiener here. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
MVP, the ram horned guy hanging with Dawn. Yeah, he was cute.
Oh yeah,
Dawn had a little
that was,
crush. It
and
seemed like
they were having a combo like everyone's such a fucking asshole all the
they
time.
don't get us. Like,
There's such a teen combo. I love
yeah,
it.
so good. So shout out to Josh. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Um. All
What's
right.
next week?
Next week, episodes 17 of both shows. First is Buffy. It's called Normal Again.
Xander's hitting town single. Feeling normal again. Don't have this chick on my side.
All right.
how he's
And
feeling.
but Angel next week is called Forgiving.
Angel's gonna forgive Wesley because Wesley was just trying to do the right thing.
All right.
Duh. I'm gonna be way off. uh, but I can't wait. I hope maybe Wesley forgives Justine for cutting his throat. He's like, it turns out I'm in love with you. I didn't realize, but
Wow, what a weird twist that
so
would
I
be.
forgive you. It's all cool. But I can't wait for both episodes. I feel like they both ended on such cliffhangers, right? Like Anya with the Hoffren and this whole thing with
Yeah.
Wesley. Cool.
Crazy shit being set up here.
We're really, I feel like we're for the first time coming to the end of these seasons a little bit.
Yeah.
Only 6 episodes left, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're building it up.
So, but we'll be back next week and we'll be back in a couple days with Comp Beast.
That's right.
That'll be
Plenty
Friday.
coming your way. Normal again and Forgiving next week. And I for one forgive Logan for not liking this week's Angel more.
Thank you. Do you actually?
Yes.
What if you didn't? What if I came on? I was like 3
That'd be
stars
crazy.
and
And
you
I
quit
just
the
like
show.
I held a grudge forever from that.
Josh Boys done. No
Yeah.
more. Was that the end of the episode? You saying that you forgive me? Was that the end?
No, I mean the episode's still going as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
But we can say goodbye.
Okay. Bye, guys. Keep those TVs. Oh, wait, that's a different. What are we in this? Blood is delicious. We said we would end it.
Oh
with that.
yeah, fuck, yummy.